How what's up, y'all? It's popping in Steve. About to react to this video by Jamari. It's titled TikTok Prankster Faces Prison Time. Apparently he's punching people on TikTok. This is stupid. I hope you all go to jail for doing dumb shit like this and terrorizing people for views. And on TikTok of all places, they're not even paying y'all over there. If you're gonna do that, put it on YouTube. Actually, no, YouTube will demonetize you. You can't get paid for it. But I don't understand what you're gaining from this. You're not even getting paid for it, bums. Anyway, let's see what happened. Let's watch.
So we have covered quite a few idiotic clout chasers here on my channel. With the way videos are so easily shared online nowadays, it's like this clout goblin disease is running amok in these virtual streets, with more and more clowns being bred every single day. And the thing is, a lot of these people
I remember this
are
Subway
doing things
nigga
just to get any kind of attention they can.
Whether
it be good or bad, it's like they don't care as long as they get those
never
clicks.
get that Subway.
And in most cases, I do feel like it is the
I wasn't
latter. And the guy I have to tell you about today is really no different. After he went around sucker punching random men in the Houston area, posted it online, got locked up, and even did an interview with a news reporter outside of his house the very next day. And trust me guys, it somehow gets much, much worse. So first off, I have to show you guys the initial news report where he does the interview with the guy outside of his house.
We're learning more about one of those social media pranks that is hardly funny.
A 19-year-old runs up on two unsuspecting people and sucker punches them in the back of the head.
Yeah, this happened in Cyprus, and the video, of course, getting a lot of attention with hundreds of comments and reactions. Tonight, our Jason Miles found and talked to the young man behind the stunt.
Jason, what was his response tonight?
I mean, to chalk this all up as some sort of prank or some sort of stunt, or for these news reporters to even paint it in that way, is just irresponsible to say the least. Like, what's gonna happen next? Is someone gonna get and they're gonna say, oh, it was just a prank, bro? I didn't mean for that bullet to go through your chest. I mean, seriously, this is nothing less than assault. And the fact that he was going around sucker punching people, which is obviously a bitch move, but also doing it in the back of the head where it's very dangerous, just tells me that this guy was actually out to do some serious damage.
Well, he's regretful. Honestly, I didn't expect him to answer the door, much less come out and talk. But tonight he says he regrets the behavior. So many are now condemning online.
Punch me in the back of the head. I want you to get time.
Park, where he's accused of randomly punching strangers.
Do you regret it?
Yes, I do.
19-year-old Alfred Lewis spoke with me about how he feels about it now.
You know, I just made a mistake, and everybody makes mistakes.
This is the video in question, first shared with KHOU 11 via the Nextdoor app. In it, you can clearly see Lewis striking a man in the head from behind before he turns around in shock.
I know, like, from the video, all you see is, like, the bad part about it, but
the bad part about
what people didn't see was that I shook his hand after and how I had gave the man.
Boy, go to hell.
When it comes to this individual right here, there must be like negative brain activity going on. Talking about, oh, everybody makes mistakes. Like, no, dude, this was a premeditated action. And the fact that he's trying to present some, like, silver lining here, talking about, I gave the guy a hug, I shook his hand and told him sorry after punching him in the face, so I'm a good guy, has to be one of the most ridiculous explanations I've ever heard. I mean, the sheer fact that he's even willing to come outside and talk to a news reporter after doing something so stupid and literally incriminating himself online with the video tells me that there has to be something a little bit off about this man right here.
I really didn't expect for it to just go so left, you know?
I told Lewis,
what do you mean you didn't expect it to go so left?
Punching niggas in the back of the head?
Your plan was straight up just to assault people for TikTok. Like, if anything, he's lucky it did not go more left and someone did not handle him out there in the streets. I mean, we just saw that court case go down where a YouTuber actually did end up getting a couple years back, and he wasn't even attacking people. He was just talking to someone in kind of an aggressive way. The guy noticed he was being filmed at the mall, and boom, he popped off. And they did not side with the prankster in that situation.
Your mom's probably disappointed.
Yeah, she is.
Lewis said the harsh reaction to the video will make him rethink his behavior and hopefully be a lesson for others.
Before you go out and you do anything that you feel is bad or that could look bad, make sure like people know, or just don't do it at all.
It's just crazy, guys. You can just tell by the way he talks that there was absolutely nothing going on behind those eyes. They just look so dead. And so then the next day, this guy actually had to have his first appearance in court. We got Stuart Little here back on the case. And here's where the situation really starts to escalate as a new piece of information is released.
19-year-old Alfred Lewis appeared in court just within the last half hour or so. We're allowed to shoot those PC court hearings off a video screen. Lewis charged with assault and aggravated robbery related to violence.
Oh, you rob niggas too?
Showing him sucker punching people, random men walking in Wortham Park. That's up in the Cypress area. Turns out, Lewis was also armed at the time, according to court records. Something that was not completely clear initially to those of us who saw the video. Here's a look.
And that's where things are going to get really bad for this guy because he was actually armed. Like, he was brandishing it around and threatening people with it.
A little bit of what was read aloud during the court hearing.
In this case, he initially held the complainant at point. Then, when the complainant refused to give up his cell phone, he hits the complainant in the head and puts him in a chokehold. The complainant advised he later saw videos of the crimes on social media. The defendant approached the complainant from behind and hit him in the head. As his co-defendant was filming the crime, the defendants laughed at the complainant when he asked this defendant, "Why are you doing this?" The complainant advised he later saw videos of the crime on social media.
And when I first saw the videos, I was kind of questioning, well, why didn't anyone fight back? Why did it seem like all these different men were so scared of him? And the reason obviously was because he had the piece on him and was literally threatening their life.
You may recall I interviewed Lewis on Friday, and he admitted to making a bad mistake, just making videos for views and clicks. His bond conditions include not having contact with his alleged accomplice, the 18-year-old who shot the videos. Lewis also to remain at home between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. He will also wear an ankle monitor. Again, his bond, combined bond for an assault and aggravated robbery charge, $10,100. He made no mention of it when I interviewed him on Friday, and at that point, I had not investigated the video thoroughly and was not aware that he was armed at the time.
And if there's another lesson to learn here, guys, it's that even if you're not the one doing the stupid activity, don't let yourself be the one filming it. I mean, we just also saw this with Johnny.
The guy in Japan, I don't know if that's who he's about to mention, but the same thing happened with him. The police out there was looking for him too. It's like, oh, nigga, you a part of this too. You was filming it. Like, you helped make this happen. We on your ass as well.
Molly, where not only he went down to the Japanese authorities, but so did his cameraman in the situation. Because at that point, you're standing around, you're filming it, you're trying to get the clicks as well, and they basically consider you in the court of law to be some sort of accomplice. And part of me actually thinks like the person standing there filming and laughing might actually be dumber than the person actually performing the stupid action. And so obviously they put him behind bars, and then he saw a whole another day in court where they raised his bond and actually tacked on a couple more charges.
Yeah, today in court, prosecutors said what 19-year-old Alfred Lewis admitted to doing was unacceptable and dangerous, and asked the judge to raise his initial $10,000 bond to $30,000, and the judge agreed. KHOU11 was the only news crew to get video of Lewis as he made his first official court appearance here at the 208. Lewis is charged with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, a first-degree felony, and assault.
We take these cases extremely seriously at the district attorney's office. And in this case, the facts were particularly troubling. These boys were out at a park where people enjoy outdoors, are exercising, and shouldn't expect to run into any kind of trouble.
Lewis tried to rob the man of his cell phone at gunpoint and threatened to shoot him in the foot when he refused.
I mean, I'm hoping that they absolutely throw the book at this guy. Like, at the end of the day, this new type of weirdo social media behavior of basically bothering people out in public should 100% be condemned. And if you give someone like this some extreme charges, hopefully it makes other people not want to follow in his footsteps.
If Lewis makes bond, part of his bond conditions include wearing a GPS ankle monitor and being placed under 24-hour house arrest. As for the other teen, 18-year-old Kingston Miker, prosecutors say he participated and filmed the attacks. He's now in custody facing the same charges.
Like I said, they also come down on the cameraman. In general, though, it is good to see someone like this get caught. I don't know what's exactly going on with the generation like Black Undermine, but they don't seem to to be the brightest group of individuals out there. I do think in general that generation and like every generation that follows it is going to be like more and more clout driven. But it's like, why not do something good to try and get clout? Why do you always have to act like a fool? And in this situation, you're literally doing a criminal activity and posting it up online. Either way, I want to know what you guys think about.
Yeah, I hope he gets a lot of time because I agree. It will discourage other clout chasers, clout demons from doing, similar shit, because this is not cool. People walking in the park minding their goddamn business, and here come your bum ass knocking them upside the head. Like, that's so trifling. And for TikTok of all places, again, what are you gaining from it? You're not getting paid, stupid. I can't. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!